Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here we go. Hey, shoot 'em up. Hey. Period, no fumbles. Gold neck, still humble. We all come from the rubble. It's a money mission, we double. Trap niggas in trouble. Think they slick like butter. My niggas ballin', we huddle. Hit them all, scudder, 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 scudder. Big bag and a duffel. Overseas drip bundle. Shirt, pants, gold knuckles. Hit them all, yeah. Invested in first, my baby.
Exactly how I live. No.
Hey.
Make sure you add that. Because I'm the real deal.
You're the real deal. So what are you doing?
You know what I'm saying? Just teaching beginner boxing, you know. Before my workout, you see me all. Let me stop. All right. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Anybody need to drill this anymore? Cool. All right, so this is exactly what's gonna go down. You're gonna throw 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. You're gonna roll. Now on the first roll, you're not gonna step out, you're just gonna sit with head movement. Boom. Okay? Roll. Now the second roll, you're gonna roll out. Step, pivot. 3, 2, 3. That's it. One more time. 1, 2, 1, 2. Sit. Step out. 3, 2, 3. Okay, now by myself, this is all the same thing. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna sit. I'm not gonna step. The second roll, I'm stepping. And as I'm pivoting, 3, 2, 3. Does that make sense?
You're a clown. You're a clown. I'm getting all of this. All this is going in the tape.
All of this is going on.
How long have you been training?
Since I was 15.
Since you were 15?
Since I was 15.
Oh, so that's why you're the legend around here.
Trying to be. Not yet.
I'm
I'm manifesting. I'm going to speak it into existence. Not yet.
What would you say is your greatest achievement thus far?
Being number 1 in the state of Indiana.
Number 1 in Indiana?
Number 1 in Indiana, in my weight class. And number 9 in the Midwest. And I have a belt.
What? Is it here?
No, it's not here. It's at the
Okay,
crib.
I was like,
That boy's
what?
at the crib.
I was like, oh, he's got the
It's
belt.
at the crib.
Oh, hey, glad to be here, family. Glad to be
Respect.
here.
Respect.
Invested in forex, my bank account digital. Growing my money so quick it's subliminal. Back in the day I was robbing the criminals. Now I'm a CEO, these niggas minuscule. They thinking everybody out to get them. They got these crazy thoughts about the rich. Go to jail after cupping a brick. Get out later and still beef about a bitch. Quit selling drugs and got me some chips. Investor called me, told me he want them M's. I'm like, okay, what's the movie? Said quick, put your money here and that's it. Why bother? Stealing, killing, and trapping for top dollar. When JP the residual godfather. Make money in my sleep when I grind smarter. Really? Why bother? Call me bitch, I can fight for my pride honor. If I leave, I still prove that you don't matter. If I want them, my boys whip your ass on 'em. Bitch. Smith & Wesson on me kick. Tucked in my suit, I got drip. Thank my God that I'm letting you live. Bitch. I hit the 30 my clip. Try not to send any hits, but I know that God want me to give.
It's just crazy. That's the best way I can explain it. You feel me? Like to just be in this position, you know, to even be here to see, you know what I'm saying, my boy, you know what I'm saying, really out here doing what he loves, you know, ever since we were little kids, you know, then he was boxing and stuff, you feel me? Like, I met him at church camp, and then now, like, just to see him, you know, achieve so many goals, it's really a blessing, you feel me? You know, there's not very many people who can train everybody. You know, everybody has a different training style, you know, and I really feel like a lot of times across the field, you know, and seeing people, you know, not even interviewing so many different trainers, but it's just like seeing so many different people, like a lot of them have their own like personalized training style. And I really think that it's exceptional that Isaiah can train with anybody, you know, like regardless of who it is, what creed, you know, what age, you know, he's able to work with them and still teach them, you know, what such a sport, you know, such a sport that teaches you so much, not just physically, but also mentally.
Get your jabs. 50 right hands. 51 twos. 5, up to 25, and then you'll be done. And then depending on what time it is, we got bad work. Does that make sense? All right, 50 jabs, 50 right hands, 51 twos. We'll add another one. We'll add 50 splits, 25 each side, and 50 rolls.
For everybody who doesn't know, like, could you explain to them like what drill you just called, like what's going on? What did you?
So what I'm gonna have them do, I'm having them build muscle memory. So how do you build muscle memory is you make somebody do something in repetition to where you have to think about it. Like when you write your name, you don't have to think about writing your name. You don't have to think about texting. You don't have to think about playing a video game. Why? Because you do it so often. So to build muscle memory in their arms and these techniques, you make them do it over and over again for a certain number or a time limit. But this is beginner boxing, so the number of them doing it isn't as high as they would be on a bigger level. So for the jab, you got 50 jabs. You can't fight without the jabs. It's plain. So you got 50 of these. Boom, 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 boom. 50 of those. 50 right hands. Boom. Good technique. Turn it over at the hip. Boom, boom, boom. You got 51 twos, the combination. It's the combination with the highest knockout rate. So 1-2 is very simple. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, which is the first two punches we put together. And you got 50 slips. So you slip the punches. Slip, slip. 2, 2, 3, 3. 50 of those, 25 each side. And then the last one, you got rolls. So you're just rolling the hooks. Roll, 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 roll. And that's it. Building muscle memory. So if anybody says Isaiah taught me boxing, he taught me right. That's why. You already did 50 jabs with your right hand? Okay.
So on a professional level, what would be the repetition then? Like how many jabs?
Yet, but I'm sure it's a lot more than 50. Like
wow.
to master your jab, like you literally got to spend like, it's like the people who have the best jab, they literally like spend like years. It's like all from the time they start like mastering it. It's like, how do I put this? It's like it doesn't just take days or numbers. Like Bruce Lee has a saying. He said, "I don't fear the man who's practiced 10,000 different kicks one time." He says, "I fear the man who practices one kick 10,000 times." Why? Muscle memory, repetition. Because he's mastered that kick. He's perfected that kick. So if he knows if he hits you with that kick, it's lights out.
Dang.
Hours, limited hours in the gym.
So, just be 100.
Okay.
You think you could whoop Logan Paul?
Yes. No cap.
No doubt.
No cap. No doubt.
No cap.
Yes.
Logan or Jake?
Logan and Jake.
I mean, me personally, I think you got it too. But I just figured I'd ask the
Bro,
question.
they having people sign like fake contracts. Like they talking about getting knocked out. They put in their contracts that their opponents can't even knock them out. They don't want that work. For real.
What?
That's real work. That's real work. They can come into MMA gym. They really don't want it in MMA. They really don't want it like that. But boxing wise, I let my hands speak for myself. I'm humbly. 1, 2. Jab, 1, 2. Pop. Good. Sit up. Throw some head movement there. Like pop, pop, pop.
Period, no fumbles. Gold neck, still humble. We all come from the rubble. It's a money mission, we double. Trap niggas in trouble. Think they slick like butter. My niggas ballin', we huddle. Hit them all. Scudder, 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 scudder. Big bag and a duffel. Overseas drip bundle. Shirt, pants, gold knuckles.